Once upon a time, in the middle of a beautiful kingdom, there was a village called Kumba. The village had lovely homes, tall green trees, and flowing rivers. In this village lived a girl named Tara. Tara was so happy because she had just gotten married to Tom, the most handsome man in the village. Everyone came to their big wedding, and there was singing, dancing, and a lot of food. Tara smiled the entire day. The morning after the wedding, Tara decided to visit her best friend, Bella. She thought, I'll visit Bella first, then we can go see others together. Tara excitedly went to Bella's house and, without knocking, walked into Bella's room. But when she opened the door, she was shocked and hurt. Her new husband Tom was in bed with Bella. They weren't just resting, they had just finished being intimate. Tom was sweating, and Tara's heart shattered. Without thinking, Tara shouted at both Tom and Bella. She didn't wait for an explanation and jumped on the bed, slapping Bella. "How could you, Bella?" Tara yelled. Bella was shocked, but quickly fought back, pushing Tara and shouting, "Stop it, Tara." They pulled each other's hair and slapped one another, causing a loud commotion. They screamed and cried. "You betrayed me," Tara shouted. "You're not my friend anymore." Hearing the noise, the villagers rushed to Bella's house. When they saw Tara and Bella fighting, they were confused. "What's going on?" some asked. A few villagers tried to separate the two, saying, "Stop fighting." But Tara and Bella were too angry to listen, and it was hard to pull them apart. Soon, the entire village was talking about the fight. "Why are they fighting?" some asked. "What happened?" others wondered. Eventually, the villagers managed to separate Tara and Bella. As they stood around trying to figure out what had happened, Tara was still crying, and Bella looked very upset. Tom stood nearby, looking guilty and ashamed. The villagers started talking amongst themselves. "Bella betrayed her best friend," one woman said. "How could she do such a thing?" a man asked. "She's wrong," another woman added. Everyone blamed Bella, thinking she was at fault. "Tara just got married yesterday," someone said, "and now she finds her husband with her best friend. This is awful." Bella tried to speak, but the villagers didn't want to listen. They were too busy blaming her. "You're not a good friend, Bella," they shouted. "How could you do this to Tara?" Tara, still crying, felt a bit relieved that the villagers were on her side, but she was also hurt. "I trusted you, Bella," she said through her tears. "You were like a sister to me." Finally, Bella got a chance to speak. "Wait, please listen," she said. "There's more to this story." But the villagers weren't ready to hear her side. They were too angry and upset. Tom looked down at his feet, staying quiet. He knew he was also to blame, but no one was paying him much attention. All the anger was directed at Bella. Just then, the village elders arrived, having heard the commotion. "Calm down, everyone," one elder said. "Let's hear what happened." The elder turned to Bella and said, "Tell us your side of the story." The villagers quieted down a little, curious to hear what Bella had to say, though many still believed she was wrong. They whispered to each other, wondering what excuse she could possibly give. Bella took a deep breath, knowing it would be hard, but she had to share her truth. "A long time ago, when Tara and I were young, something happened to me," Bella began. "There's a secret that only Tara knows." Bella continued her story, her voice trembling. "I was told a long time ago that I could never have children because my womb was cursed," she revealed. The villagers gasped in surprise. "A curse?" someone whispered. "How terrible," another villager added. Bella went on. "This curse has haunted me my entire life. I tried everything to break it, but nothing worked. Only Tara knew because she was my best friend. I trusted her with this secret." Tara, still crying, looked at Bella with mixed emotions of anger and sadness. The villagers began to realize that there was more to the story than they had first thought. "I never told anyone else because I was ashamed," Bella said softly. "I was scared no man would want to marry me if they knew I couldn't have children, but Tara knew, and I believed she was my true friend." The villagers murmured among themselves, and a sense of sympathy for Bella started to grow. They began to understand how difficult it must have been for her to live with such a painful secret. Bella continued. As we grew older, Tara became jealous of the attention I got from men, but she didn't know that all I wanted was a family, a husband, and children, but I couldn't have that because of the curse. The village elders listened carefully. One of them turned to Tara and asked, "Is this true?" Tara nodded slowly, wiping her tears. "Yes, it's true. I knew about Bella's curse, and I kept it a secret." The villagers fell silent, taking in the new information. They realized that things were much more complicated than they thought. Bella wasn't just a friend who had betrayed Tara. She was a woman who had been struggling with a deep, painful burden. Tears welled up in Bella's eyes. "I never meant to hurt anyone," she said quietly. "I just wanted to find happiness, but it always felt out of reach. I never expected things to end up this way." The villagers began to see Bella differently. She was no longer the villain they had assumed her to be. Instead, they saw her as someone who had suffered in silence for many years. The story wasn't over, but they now understood the truth about Bella's secret. It all started a long time ago when Tara and Bella were still young adults. Bella was incredibly beautiful, and many men in the village admired her. Wherever she went, people noticed her. When they went to fetch water from the river, handsome men would offer to help Bella carry her water. In the marketplace, rich merchants gave her gifts. Tara watched all of this and felt a small pang of jealousy. She loved Bella as a friend, but she couldn't help but feel envious of all the attention Bella received. Men always noticed Bella more, and Tara often felt left out. One day, a very handsome man named Liam came to the village. He was the most attractive man anyone had ever seen. When Liam saw Bella, he was immediately captivated and wanted to know more about her. Soon, they began spending time together, and before long Bella fell in love with Liam, and he loved her too. One beautiful evening, Bella introduced Liam to Tara. Tara pretended to be happy for her friend, but inside, her jealousy grew stronger. She wished she could have someone like Liam to love her. She thought about how Bella seemed to have everything: beauty, attention, and now a handsome man. Eventually, Tara couldn't contain her jealousy any longer. She decided to speak to Liam alone. "Liam, do you really know Bella well?" she asked him. Liam smiled and said, "Yes, I love her. Why do you ask?" Tara looked at him seriously. "Do you know that Bella can't have children? Her womb is cursed." Liam was shocked. "What do you mean?" he asked. Tara continued, "Bella didn't tell you, she can't have children. She's been cursed since she was born." Liam's face fell. He hadn't known this about Bella. "No, she didn't tell me," he said quietly. Tara saw the sadness in Liam's eyes, and, for a brief moment, felt a strange sense of satisfaction. "Maybe she didn't love you enough to tell you the truth," Tara added, her jealousy clouding her judgment. After that day, Liam began to distance himself from Bella. He stopped visiting her, and Bella couldn't understand why. She asked him, "Liam, why have you changed? Why don't you come to see me anymore?" Liam looked at her with sadness in his eyes. "I can't continue this relationship, Bella, I'm sorry," he said, and walked away without telling her the real reason. Bella's heart was shattered. She had no idea why Liam had left her, and she cried, feeling completely heartbroken. Tara, pretending to be a supportive friend, tried to comfort her. "Don't worry, Bella, you're beautiful. Another man will come for you," she said, while hiding the truth about what she had done. Tara felt a mix of guilt and relief. She believed she had solved her problem, but she didn't realize her actions would cause even more pain in the future. The seeds of jealousy and betrayal had been planted, and they were about to grow into much bigger problems. One sunny day, a wealthy merchant named Noah arrived in the village. He was young and handsome, and he often came to the village to trade. That day, Noah saw Bella for the first time and was immediately drawn to her beauty. He approached Bella and Tara, who were in the market together. "Hello, what is your name?" Noah asked, looking at Bella. Bella smiled shyly and said, "My name is Bella." Noah's eyes lit up. "You are very beautiful, Bella. I'd like to get to know you better." Tara watched with a heavy heart as Noah and Bella talked, laughed, and enjoyed each other's company. Noah started bringing gifts for Bella every time he visited the market, and Bella began to fall in love with him. It seemed Noah loved her too. Tara's jealousy started to grow once again. She thought, why does Bella always get the handsome and rich men? What about me? She couldn't stand seeing Bella happy, so she decided to ruin Bella's chances at happiness once again. One afternoon, when Noah was about to leave the village, Tara ran up to him. Noah, I need to talk to you, it's about Bella. Noah looked curious. What is it, Tara? Tara took a deep breath and said, did you know that Bella can't have children? She has a cursed womb. She never told you, did she? Noah was shocked and saddened. No, she didn't tell me that. Are you sure? He asked. Tara nodded. Yes, it's true. She can't have babies. If you want children in your future, you should know this. Noah looked heartbroken. He thanked Tara and left. The next time Noah came to the market, he didn't bring any gifts for Bella, and he avoided her, looking sad. Bella noticed the change and confronted him. Noah, why are you avoiding me? She asked with tears in her eyes. Noah sighed and said, Bella, I've heard something that makes me very sad. I can't be with you anymore. I'm sorry. Bella's heart broke into pieces. She cried, not understanding why this was happening to her again. She went home and cried even more. Tara, pretending to be a good friend, sat by her side, comforting her. Don't worry, Bella. You're beautiful and kind. Another man will come for you, Tara said, hiding the satisfaction she felt inside. Bella felt lost and alone. She didn't understand why this kept happening to her. Maybe I am cursed forever, she thought. Will I ever find happiness? The villagers whispered about Bella and Noah, wondering why Noah had left her. Tara felt a bit guilty, but she also felt relieved that she had once again taken the attention away from Bella. However, she didn't realize that her actions were not only causing pain for Bella, but also for herself. After Noah left, Bella was devastated. She felt like she would never find happiness. Tara, seeing her friend's deep sadness, pretended to be helpful and came up with a new plan. She suggested they visit a powerful old woman who lived in a nearby village. This old woman was known for her wisdom and magical abilities. Tara suggested an idea to Bella. I've heard about an old, powerful woman who can help you, Tara said. She lives in the nearby village. Maybe she can lift the curse on your womb. At first, Bella hesitated. We've tried so many things, Tara. What if this doesn't work either? She asked, feeling hopeless. But this woman is different, Tara insisted. She's very powerful. We have to try. What do we have to lose? Finally, Bella agreed, and the next morning they set off to find the old woman. After a long walk, they reached a small hut at the edge of the nearby village. The old woman, with gray hair and wise eyes, welcomed them. What brings you here, my children? The old woman asked, her voice calm and gentle. Bella explained her problem. I have a cursed womb. I cannot have children, and it has brought me so much sorrow. Can you help me? The old woman listened carefully. She closed her eyes and thought deeply for a while. Then, she spoke. There is a way to lift the curse, she said, but it won't be easy. You must marry the prince of your village. He is the only one who can break the curse. Bella and Tara were shocked. The prince? Bella asked. How can I get the prince to marry me? He doesn't even know I exist. The old woman smiled. You are very beautiful, Bella. The prince will notice you if you make an effort. Go to the palace every day. Greet him politely, and show him your kind heart. The prince has a good heart too. He will see the goodness in you. Bella felt a small glimmer of hope. Thank you, wise woman. I'll do as you say. However, Tara felt a surge of jealousy. She thought, if Bella marries the prince, she will become even more important and beautiful. I must find a way to stop this. Tara regretted bringing Bella to see the old woman. If I had known this is what she would suggest, I wouldn't have come here with Bella, she thought to herself. The old woman gave Bella some herbs and instructions. These herbs will help purify your body and soul. Use them as I have instructed, and remember to stay hopeful and kind, the old woman said. Bella thanked her and returned to the village with Tara. She felt a new sense of purpose and decided to follow the old woman's advice. Every morning, Bella and Tara went to the palace. Bella greeted the prince politely and tried to get his attention. Tara watched closely, thinking of ways to sabotage Bella's efforts. But Bella stayed hopeful, determined to lift the curse and find happiness. As days passed, the prince began to notice Bella. Her kindness and beauty caught his eye, just as the old woman had predicted. Bella felt a small flicker of joy in her heart. Perhaps, just perhaps, her life was about to change for the better. Prince Leo was a handsome and kind young man. He often spent his days walking around the palace grounds, talking to villagers and helping those in need. Bella admired his gentle nature and wished he would see her as more than just another villager. For many days, Bella and Tara continued visiting the palace. Bella made sure to be near the prince whenever he was outside. She helped old women carry their baskets, played with children, and showed her kind heart in every way she could. Tara, on the other hand, was not happy. She pretended to support Bella, but inside, her jealousy grew. She thought, why does Bella get all the attention? Why doesn't the prince notice me instead? One sunny day, as Prince Leo was walking through the palace gardens, he saw Bella helping an old woman carry a heavy basket. He noticed her kindness and beauty. He walked over and said, "Thank you for helping. What is your name?" Bella blushed and replied, "My name is Bella, Your Highness." Prince Leo smiled. "You have a kind heart, Bella. I see you here every day helping others." As Bella and Prince Leo walked through the gardens, talking and laughing, Bella's heart filled with joy. "Yes, Your Highness, I would be honored," she said when he asked her to walk with him. They shared stories, and Prince Leo found Bella's company delightful, enjoying her gentle nature. From that day on, Prince Leo and Bella became close friends. They spent time together daily, walking in the gardens and enjoying each other's company. Bella's heart was filled with hope and happiness. But Tara watched all of this with growing jealousy. Why is the prince only paying attention to Bella, she thought. He's supposed to notice me too. Despite her jealousy, Tara continued to pretend to support Bella, smiling and acting like a good friend. But deep inside, she was plotting ways to turn Prince Leo's attention toward herself. Every day, Prince Leo admired Bella more. He loved her kindness and the respect she showed to everyone. The villagers started whispering among themselves, maybe the prince will choose Bella as his bride. Bella felt both happy and scared. She liked Prince Leo a lot, but she worried about the curse. Will the prince still want to marry me if he finds out I can't have children? She wondered. But she continued following the old woman's advice and hoped for the best. As days passed, the friendship between Bella and Prince Leo blossomed. Prince Leo often thought about Bella and looked forward to their walks together. He even began to consider her as a possible future bride. Bella's heart was full of hope, but Tara's jealousy darkened her thoughts. She knew she had to act fast if she wanted to stop Bella from winning the prince's heart. One evening, Tara found Prince Leo walking alone in the palace gardens. She gathered her courage and approached him. "Your Highness, may I speak with you?" she asked. Prince Leo smiled kindly. "Of course, Tara, what's on your mind?" Tara took a deep breath and said, "There's something you need to know about Bella. It's a secret she has kept from everyone, but I believe you should know the truth before making any decisions about her." Prince Leo looked concerned. "What is it, Tara? What secret?" Tara's voice trembled with false concern. "Bella has a curse, Your Highness. She cannot have children. Her womb was cursed when she was a child, and she has been hiding this from you." Prince Leo was shocked. He had grown very fond of Bella, and had even thought about marrying her. "Are you sure about this, Tara?" he asked. Tara nodded seriously. "Yes, Your Highness, I am her best friend, and she told me everything. I thought it was important for you to know the truth." Prince Leo was troubled. He knew that as the future king, he needed an heir to continue the royal line. He felt torn between his feelings for Bella and his duty to his kingdom. Seeing the prince's hesitation, Tara decided to make her move. "Your Highness, I've always admired you so much," she said softly. "I would be honored to be by your side to support you and to give you the children you need." Prince Leo looked at Tara, thinking over her words. He appreciated her honesty and the way she was offering to help him. After a long moment of silence, he made his decision. "Tara, you have shown great loyalty and honesty." Prince Leo looked at Tara and said, "I believe you will make a good queen. I will marry you." Tara's heart leapt with joy. She had finally achieved her goal. "Thank you, Your Highness. I promise to be a faithful and loving wife," she said, trying to hide her excitement. The news of the prince's decision spread quickly through the village. Bella was heartbroken when she heard that Prince Leo had chosen Tara over her. She felt betrayed by her best friend and devastated that the prince she had grown to love would marry someone else. The villagers were surprised by Prince Leo's choice. They had noticed the growing friendship between him and Bella, and many had expected them to marry. Now, they whispered about Tara's sudden rise to become the future queen. As wedding preparations began, Bella tried to stay strong, though her heart was breaking. She wondered if she would ever find happiness, and whether the curse would haunt her forever. Tara, now the future queen, basked in her newfound status. She had finally outshone Bella. But deep down, Tara knew her actions had been driven by jealousy and betrayal, and the guilt gnawed at her. She tried to ignore it, focusing instead on her upcoming wedding to Prince Leo. Prince Leo, though committed to his duty, couldn't shake the sadness he felt. He missed Bella's warmth and kindness, but he believed he had made the right choice for his kingdom. The day of the wedding was grand and full of celebration. The whole village gathered to witness Prince Leo marry Tara. The air was filled with music, laughter, and the smell of delicious food. Tara wore a beautiful dress, her face glowing with happiness as she walked down the aisle. Prince Leo stood beside her, looking handsome and regal. Bella watched the ceremony from the crowd, her heart heavy with sorrow. She felt betrayed by both her best friend and the man she had loved. Despite her pain, she tried to smile and be happy for them, but inside, she was broken. The celebrations continued late into the night, with villagers dancing and singing to celebrate the union of their prince and his new bride. Tara basked in the glory of her new status, feeling victorious. The next morning, Bella couldn't bear the pain any longer. She decided to do something drastic. Her heart was filled with a mix of anger, sadness, and the desperate need for closure. She went to the palace, determined to see Prince Leo. When she arrived, she found a moment when Tara was not around and approached the prince. "Bella, what are you doing here?" Prince Leo asked, surprised. Bella looked into his eyes, tears welling up. "I needed to see you, Your Highness. There's something I need to tell you, and it's something I can only tell you in private at my place." Concerned, Prince Leo followed Bella to her home just behind the palace. Once inside, Bella said, "I can't hide my feelings any longer. I still love you, and I can't let go." Prince Leo felt a pang of guilt and sadness. He had loved Bella, but his duty to the kingdom had forced him to make a difficult choice. "Bella, I never wanted to hurt you," he said softly. In a moment of weakness, they kissed. One thing led to another, and Bella and Prince Leo ended up in bed together. It was a moment of passion, driven by their unresolved feelings and the pain of their separation. Afterward, Bella felt a mix of guilt and satisfaction. She had betrayed her friend, but she also felt a strange sense of closure. Prince Leo, on the other hand, was filled with regret. He knew what they had done was wrong, and it would have serious consequences. Soon, word of Bella and Prince Leo's affair spread through the palace and the village. The villagers were shocked and outraged when they heard about Bella's affair with Prince Leo, especially right after his wedding to Tara. "How could Bella do this?" they whispered. Tara was furious when she found out. She stormed over to confront Bella, her eyes full of anger. "How could you, Bella? You were my best friend, and you betrayed me like this," she shouted. Bella, holding back tears, stood her ground. Tara, you betrayed me first. You told Prince Leo about my curse and took him away from me. I did what I did because I was heartbroken and angry. The news of Bella and Prince Leo's affair spread quickly through the village. People were shocked, unable to believe such a scandal had happened so soon after the grand wedding. There was constant gossip as everyone tried to make sense of the situation. The village elders decided to hold a meeting to address the scandal. The villagers gathered in the square, eager to hear what the elders would decide. The air was tense as they waited for the judgment. An old elder, with a long white beard, stepped forward and raised his hand for silence. "We have heard about the events that have taken place," he began. "This is a serious matter that affects not just those involved but the entire village." The elder looked at Tara and Bella, who stood apart from each other, their faces showing different emotions. Prince Leo stood nearby, looking troubled and full of regret. "We must address the actions of Tara and Bella," the elder continued. "Tara, you betrayed your best friend by revealing her secret and breaking her trust. This led to the destruction of Bella's relationships and caused her deep pain." The villagers murmured among themselves, starting to realize how deeply Tara had wronged Bella. They had first blamed Bella for the affair, but now they saw that Tara had been deceitful and hurt Bella badly. A wise old woman, another elder, spoke next. "Bella, while your actions were driven by heartbreak and anger, you also caused harm with your affair with Prince Leo. We understand your pain, but your actions still have consequences." The villagers listened closely, their opinions starting to shift. They no longer saw Bella as the only one at fault, but as someone who had been betrayed and was struggling with her own grief. The first elder spoke again. "The prince is not without blame, Prince Leo. Your actions have brought dishonor to your position and caused chaos in our village. You must take responsibility for your choices." Prince Leo nodded, accepting the elder's words. He knew he had made mistakes and felt the weight of what he had done. The elders discussed among themselves and then turned back to the villagers. "According to our tradition," the elder said, "the prince can only marry one woman given the situation. We must decide who that will be." The wise old woman continued, "To restore peace and honor, we have decided that the prince shall marry the woman who becomes pregnant first. This will ensure the royal family line continues and will resolve this situation." The villagers nodded, understanding the decision. They looked at Tara and Bella, knowing that their futures now depended on this outcome. Tara felt a mix of fear and determination. She was sure she would become pregnant first, thinking that Bella's cursed womb would stop her from ever having a child. Bella, on the other hand, felt a small glimmer of hope. Despite everything, she still loved Prince Leo and longed for a chance at happiness. The village elders ended the meeting, and the villagers went home, still talking about what had happened and the decision that had been made. Tara and Bella returned to their homes, both filled with anxiety and anticipation. As the weeks passed, the villagers watched closely, waiting to see who would become pregnant first. Both Tara and Bella prayed and hoped, knowing that their futures depended on it. The future of the village hung in the balance, and everyone could feel the tension as they waited to see who would become Prince Leo's wife. Prince Leo felt torn and full of regret, wishing he could undo the hurt that had been caused. He hoped that, no matter the outcome, peace would return to the village and he could somehow make things right. One morning, Bella woke up feeling different. There was a strange sensation in her body, so she went to see the village healer. After checking her, the healer smiled and said, "Bella, you are pregnant." Bella's eyes widened in surprise and joy. "Are you sure?" she asked, barely able to believe it. The healer nodded. "Yes, you're gonna have a baby." The news spread quickly through the village. People were shocked and amazed. "Bella is pregnant," they exclaimed. "But we thought she was cursed and could never have children." The village buzzed with excitement and curiosity. Some whispered that it was a miracle, while others believed the old woman's advice had worked after all. Tara, on the other hand, was devastated. She had hoped and prayed to be the first to get pregnant so she could secure her position as the prince's wife. Now, her hopes were crushed. She felt alone and heartbroken. No man in the village wanted to marry Tara anymore. They saw her as someone who had betrayed her best friend and couldn't be trusted. The men avoided her, and she found herself growing more and more isolated. As Tara walked through the village, the weight of her actions weighed heavily on her. She realized that her jealousy and betrayal had cost her not only a friend, but also her chance at happiness. She was left with no one to care for or support her. Meanwhile, Bella's pregnancy was celebrated by the villagers. They admired her strength and how she had overcome her challenges. Bella's belly grew, and she glowed with the joy of expecting a child. Prince Leo, too, felt relieved and happy. He knew now that Bella would bring an heir to the kingdom. As Bella's pregnancy progressed, the villagers rallied around her, offering their help and support. They brought her food, gifts, and words of encouragement. The whole village united in their happiness for Bella and the future prince or princess she carried. Tara watched from the sidelines, feeling regret and sadness. She knew she had brought this upon herself and had to live with the consequences of her actions. Prince Leo and Bella's bond grew stronger as they prepared for the birth of their child. They spent time together, talking about their future and the kingdom they would one day rule. Prince Leo admired Bella's courage and was grateful for the chance to make things right. The village elders were pleased with how things turned out. They saw Bella's pregnancy as a sign that the curse had been lifted and that peace and order would return to the village. They looked forward to the day when Prince Leo and Bella would be crowned as the leaders of their land. As the months passed, Bella prepared for the birth of her child. She felt a deep sense of fulfillment and hope, knowing that she had overcome great challenges to get to this point. The villagers waited eagerly for the new prince or princess, knowing their future was bright. Tara, left alone and isolated, reflected on her actions and the path she had chosen. She realized that true happiness could never come from causing pain to others. She vowed to change and seek a new beginning, hoping that one day she might find forgiveness and peace. And so, the village moved forward, united in their support for Bella and the future she carried. The kingdom was filled with anticipation as Bella's pregnancy neared its end. The villagers were excited and couldn't wait to meet the new prince or princess. One day, the old woman who had given Bella the advice to win the prince's heart returned to the village. She had heard about Bella's pregnancy and felt it was time to reveal the truth. The villagers gathered in the square, eager to hear what the old woman had to say. Standing before them, her eyes wise and kind, she began, "I have something important to share with you all. It's time for the truth to be known." Bella and Prince Leo stood together, holding hands, as the old woman continued. "Bella, you were never cursed," the old woman revealed. "Your parents told you that you couldn't have children to protect you. They were afraid that because of your great beauty, many men would try to take advantage of you. They wanted to keep you safe until the right man came along." The villagers gasped in surprise, and Bella looked at the old woman with wide eyes. "So, I was never cursed?" she asked, her voice trembling with emotion. The old woman nodded. "No, my dear, you were not. Your parents loved you deeply and wanted to protect you. They believed this was the best way to ensure your happiness." Bella felt a wave of relief and joy wash over her. She turned to Prince Leo, who smiled warmly at her. "We were meant to be together," he said softly. "Our love and our child prove that." The villagers cheered, celebrating the truth and the happiness of their future queen. They admired Bella even more, knowing the truth about her past. In time, Bella gave birth to a healthy baby boy. The village rejoiced at the arrival of the new prince, and Bella and Prince Leo named him Nico, which means, "God has done well." With the birth of their son, Bella and Prince Leo's love grew even stronger. They were crowned as the new king and queen, and the village celebrated their reign with joy and hope. Bella became a wise and compassionate queen, loved by everyone in the village. Tara, however, lived alone. No man wanted to marry her because of her past actions. She reflected on her mistakes and realized the true cause of her jealousy and betrayal. Tara felt deep regret for the pain she had caused Bella and others. Determined to change her ways, Tara devoted herself to helping others in the village, hoping to find redemption and forgiveness. Though she lived alone, she found peace in her new path, knowing she was making up for her past. Bella and Prince Leo lived happily with their son, Prince Nico. They ruled the village with kindness and wisdom, always ensuring the well-being of their people. The villagers respected and loved them, grateful for the leadership of their new king and queen. The story of Bella, Tara, and Prince Leo became a lesson for everyone. It taught the importance of honesty, trust, and the power of love and resilience. It reminded them that true happiness comes from within, and that forgiveness and redemption are always possible. Under the rule of King Leo and Queen Bella, the village thrived. They lived happily ever after, with their son growing up to be a kind and wise prince, ready to lead the village in the future. The tale of their journey, full of challenges and triumphs, became a cherished story passed down through generations, teaching the timeless values of love, forgiveness, and true happiness. If you enjoyed the story, please like the video, share it with your family and friends, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss more enchanting tales like this one. Goodbye.